What's good? What's good? This shirt, that's what's good. So it's a Rocco's Modern Life shirt, a TV show from the 90s, aka my childhood. And I bought it for $1 at a thrift store like 5 years ago. And it is just held on strong. And I often get comments and compliments on it when I wear it out in public. And somebody today commented on it. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Like, because yeah, yeah, I get lonely. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video, let's start by uh going over the quotes. So I use the word need, but it's not like life or death sort of situation. However, if you're among the 4 people that watch my videos, you know that over the years I have complained about back and neck and shoulder pain. I've been working physically demanding jobs on and off for the last 5, 6, 7 years. And I've always felt like just something was off. And, anyways, so I finally might have what I believe is a potential solution to a lot of my physical pain problems. Um, Long story short, I came across a physical therapist who works with a dentist or dentists. It's this whole sort of modality of postural restoration. And they work together to determine if a patient might benefit from something known as an oral splint. And so, a very long story short, I have had a very long history of dental issues. I actually have like a very small jaw. Like, if I were to shave this beard, I'd have like, I have just like this really small jaw. It's like this beard is like man makeup. And so, I've had a lot of dental issues because of that crowding, and I've had a lot of dental work done. And essentially, my jaw does not sit properly in my mouth. There's an issue. In these oral splints, when constructed properly and they do like a huge 3D scan and all this stuff, it will facilitate physical therapy for my jaw, which will then downstream let other things sit how they should, because right now my jaw is off, which is pulling everything else downstream off. So jaw's off, shoulders off, hips off, back's off, everything's janky. My breathing is off, my sleeping is off. This could potentially solve my snoring problems. So part of this, all of this procedure is I'm getting like an airway exam from a dentist, and then they're the ones who do the scanning to get the oral splint created. So they'll create it. And then I've already met with the physical therapist, and he works with training me how to use it and how frequently and everything, and other exercises as well. So it's not just this, but he's going to help me get back into my body. He is a phenomenal character. Just using my energetic assessment vibes. And if you have watched my videos, I've mentioned I'm a licensed massage therapist. And so it's like one of the most frustrating feelings knowing my body isn't right, but not just being able to fix it or just to like settle into it. Like just knowing there's physical pains. And like, yes, I do yoga and that helps. And I haven't been doing it as much as I should. And I always say that. But however, it would be potentially life changing if I could just settle into my body. And this has been growing over the last 10 years. And I suspect maybe, when you're in your teens and your early 20s, you're just invincible. And so I just pushed through a lot of shit. And then also, there was a point in my life where I didn't have a physically demanding job. There was like a 5 year period where I had a desk job. But, anyways, but this is something growing, and it's something that if I could address, it would be nice to sleep well, and it would just be nice to move like I feel like I should. And I could just elaborate just a little bit more, like proprioceptively, like I don't move like how my mind thinks I should be able to move through space. I cannot because of how my body is situated. So there's a disconnect there because I'm having to compensate for these physical issues. So I know I should be moving more fluidly and anyways. However, insurance doesn't cover this stuff because insurance is a friggin' joke and I have crappy insurance. Uh and so it's like I'm at this point in life where $2,000, which is ultimately like what all of these appointments and the device will cost, could be life changing. But I don't even have $200 right now. Like I think a lot of Americans might be in a similar situation where we're not even living paycheck to paycheck anymore. We're living day to day. Um, yeah. And so this whole experience of just not being able to save money has me thinking, damn, I should just move back into a van. I've lived in a van for, a few years ago. If you've seen my channel, you'd see I started my channel in the van. Um, and so now I have this room, but I pay a lot of money and it's like fucking just commuting to work, paying a lot of money for rent, not making any savings. It just sucks. When I lived in the van the first time, it was a struggle because I had pets and then a big payment and it was a nightmare. I don't have pets anymore. And the vans I've been looking at, the payment would be so much more manageable. And just it's so easy to do that stealth thing these days. I've moved so many times over the last few years that the only cumbersome things I would need to throw away to make a stealth transition would be my books. I have a stack of books that I've just like, you know, uh the Anchorman movie. I have many leather bound books or something. It's been years since I've seen it, but I just kept a lot of books over the years, but I would have to get rid of those. But other than that, I'm ready to go stealth. So that's what I'm thinking I might do is work my butt off to by the end of this year get into a van. My credit is crap right now, but I'm donating plasma this week and I'm doing a little DoorDash, even though I shouldn't because it's not good on my car, in addition to my full time job. Hopefully, by the end of the year, I can get my credit to a point where I can get a loan on a small minivan, like a $15,000 loan. I'd trade in my car, so I can make it work. And then when I'm no longer paying that rent and I'm no longer commuting so much, I might actually begin to save money and then I can invest in my health. And so it's like, uh, how do I make progress in life when it's like I need to essentially be homeless or live in a van to save money just so I can get medical treatment? And oh my gosh, just our whole medical industry, it's all a mess. It's all a joke. I know I use the word fascist a lot and people criticize me for it, but there's so much bureaucracy, there's so much corruption. It's a nightmare for a lot of people. And it doesn't have to be that way. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. I want to talk about insulin, but this has been a very long video, so I'll end it there. But the moral of the story is uh, I am doing what they call e-begging, where I'm on the internet begging for money. It's a thing that YouTubers do. I'm not a YouTuber and I make these whatever. Just maybe this, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to shut up now. Go try and find a minivan. Much love, y'all. Thank you.